girls, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hawa, Ibrahim, and thank you so much for deciding to watch today's video. Well, if it's your first time stopping by, I hope that you consider joining the family. I make videos on fashion, beauty and lifestyle, and if you enjoy those kind of videos, definitely consider joining the family. Now in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys a quick get ready with me for work. Actually, I'm late for work already, but I just had to put this out there because a lot of my colleagues always ask me how I beat my face in time to get to work and how my face is still pretty beat at the end of the day. Now I'm going to show you guys like a video or a picture of what my face looks like throughout the course of the day or like the end of the day, so you guys can see what my face still looks like, because I'm pretty sure it will still be beat. Anyways, I put this out there because a whole lot of them were clamoring for a video, and Joke, you actually harassed me into making this video, so I had to make this one for you. Now let me know if you find this one helpful. Let me also know if you have questions, or if you want me to make specific videos or tutorials, let me drop them in the comment section and I'll see to making them in the next one. Anywho, I hope that you guys found this one helpful. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and of course subscribe while at it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!
Girl, I want to see you tonight.
Let's just get straight right into it. So the first thing I usually do is to take care of my hair. I do my hair before I do my makeup. I feel like everybody does that, but I usually do my hair before I do my makeup. Now today I am wearing a bun. I've been wearing a bun for a while now, and I love letting my natural hair come out to play a couple of times in a month. Anyways, I just put my hair in a bun, you know, make it look good, razzle dazzle you guys. But basically I just put it in a bun, putting out some itty bitty bangs or what you may call it, and I just make it neat and look pretty. Anyways, I put my natural hair in a bun and then I attach a ponytail. I've had this ponytail for a while now, actually maybe like a year or more. I got it from Niger Beauty Hair, and I've been just using that to add some volume to my natural hair, because my natural hair by itself kind of seems very humble. So in order for it to be bunkous, like thick, if you guys get what I'm saying, I attach the ponytail just to give it some volume and make it look good, because I feel like the thicker it is, the better it looks. And then I just wrap the bun around the natural hair bun that I created. I hope that that makes sense. But if you guys would like to see like a dedicated bun tutorial or like a dedicated hair tutorial, let me know so that I can do like a detailed one, because I feel like this one is more fast forwarded ish, because I don't want to like waste time on my hair. I just want to get to it, get it done, and get to the makeup. Okay. Now, what's a bun without some baby hairs? If you know me, you know that I love baby hair. So I play with them. I make sure that they look as good as they can. And I just tie a silk scarf around it and let it set. Now I go in with a got2b gel to set my brows. I know that people use this for the hair, but trust me, it works for the brows just as well, as long as it's hair. And then I fill in my brows. And honestly, I really like this brow pencil. It's not too dark. And because I already have like good hair on my brows, like it's not sparse, I really don't need to fill in that much, so I just fill in the sparse areas and I call it a day. Afterwards, I clean up on aisle 7. I clean up my brows, I mean, with some, you know, concealer. And today I'm using the Juvia's Place concealer. It's a really good concealer. You guys should try it out. And I just clean it up. Nothing too extra, nothing to, it's not like we're trying to achieve like a Owambe look. We just want to make sure that it's neat and presentable. Now I'm going to be using presentable a lot in this video because I mean I'm going to work, so I've got to look presentable. Now the next thing I do is to go ahead with the face makeup, and the first thing I do with makeup is to apply my primer. A primer is very important, especially for somebody like me that has combination skin, which means that I have oily T-zones. So the middle of my face usually gets oily throughout the course of the day, which is why I always use a primer. Now after my primer, I apply a translucent powder. This one is from Laura Mercier and it's the darker shade, and I love this one because it kind of just presets my face, if that makes sense. And honestly, I learned this trick from Jackie Aina and it's been helping me ever since. Afterwards, I go in with my foundation. The foundation I'm using today is from NARS and it's a really good foundation. It's not heavyweight or anything. And then I just apply it with a brush. I always like to go in with a brush because it's faster. Some people like to apply their makeup with a beauty blender or like a sponge, but honestly, trust me, a brush is just faster. And because I'm going to work, I need this to be like bam 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 out of the door. Then I go in with a tiny brush to kind of apply foundation on the tiny places that the bigger brush couldn't get into, just like the crevices of my face. Now afterwards, that I'm sure that everything is blended, I go in with my concealer. The concealer I'm using is the same concealer I used for my brows, and honestly, I just do the same thing that everybody does. You guys know that you apply concealer to highlight, like to bring forward the places of your face that you want to see the light or catch the light. So underneath my eye, beside my nose, my chin, my upper lip, my forehead, just the places that I would like to catch the light and places that I would like to bring forward on my face. That's the place that you apply the highlight on. Then I go ahead and blend it with a beauty blender, and then when I'm done blending it with a beauty blender, I then go ahead to kind of blend the edges with the foundation brush that I used earlier. Now the purpose of this is so that we don't have any harsh lines, so you don't see like demarcation of where the highlight or where the concealer stops and where the foundation ends. You want to make sure that it's like a seamless finish, so everything is blended and merged into each other. Now the next thing I do is to do like this inverse contouring thing with a little bit of concealer left on my sponge. I just kind of knitting up my face, and then I go ahead and set it. Now immediately you apply your concealer, you want to make sure that you set it, because if you don't set it immediately, that's how you make room for creasing. Now the powder I use to set my concealer is usually like a face powder, but I learned this trick from Makeup Shayla, and honestly, trust me, your makeup game will change immediately you start doing stuff like this. Like, it literally lifted my makeup game 2 levels higher. Trust me, if you have like a powder that is really good at blurring, use that underneath your eye before you set with your baking powder, and it does a whole lot of magic. So I just applied the baking powder onto everywhere that I highlighted, and then I go in to like inverse contour my nose. And afterwards, I go in with my powders and I just set my face, because you guys know that we haven't set the rest of the face, so you want to make sure that you set it. If not, it's gonna move. Now I use 2 powders for this because one is too dark and one is too light, so I get to mix it up and then I find my perfect shade. So I just make sure that I set the rest of my face, and afterwards I go ahead and contour my nose. Now I don't do anything crazy with the contouring. I just make sure that, you know, I do like a little bit of contouring on my nose just to give the illusion of a snatcher nose or a narrower nose. We both know that we like that. That looks really good to me, so I do that, and then I knitting it up with a powder once again, a baking powder once again, and I feel like that does the trick. Anyways, after I'm done snatching up my nose, I go ahead and bronze up my face, and I'm using the Fenty Mocha Mami, I think that's how it's pronounced. Yeah, so I use that to bronze up my face, not to do anything extra, but I like to bring some color back to my face, because right now we're kind of looking very whitish, very plasticky, so you want to bring some color back to your face. Then afterwards, I neaten up that contour with some powder, and I wipe off the powder almost immediately, because trust me, if you leave it for more than 30 seconds, it's going to leave a line. Afterwards, I just spritz my face with some setting spray just to make sure that everything sets in place and everything looks natural. And then I do a little bit of a highlight here and there, nothing too extra. I just put some highlight on the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, and my upper lip. move on to the lips, and then I just use a brown lip liner. This one is from MAC, and I use my concealer as a lipstick today. Honestly, your concealer can be used for a lot of things. I feel like we don't know that a whole lot of makeup can be repurposed for other things. So today I'm using my concealer as my lipstick, and it works perfectly well. Then afterwards, I go ahead to blush up my face, add some color to my face, and I round up this whole look by adding a gloss to my lips, because gloss just makes everything looks better. I don't know if you agree, but trust me, gloss makes everything look better. Done with the makeup. Now we're just gonna go back to the hair, because my hair was looking like a cucum after I I unraveled it, so I had to straighten it out with some hot comb. And then it's time to, you know, smell good. I always like to mix and match my sprays or my perfumes, so I always use a cocktail of perfumes. Anyways, this is the unveiling. You guys can see this fine babe. I mean, I look like $1,000,000. Fake out, fake out,
one eternity later.
Hi guys, so I'm just leaving work. I think the time right now is about past 5, and I just wanted to show you my face so you guys can see what exactly I'm working with here. Do you see how there are no cracks? I mean, my T-zone is a little bit oily, but that's it. I haven't touched up. I did not even bring my powder puff because I forgot it home because I left in a hurry. So I just want you to see how big my face still looks. Like, I can still go out all night like this and I'll be fine. Like, I'm still snatched.